What is up, guys? Deimos, and in today's video we are going to be going over some beginner movement mechanics in Apex Legends, so that way some of you guys that maybe just are starting the game or are looking to improve your game a little bit have an idea of some of these mechanical things you can do to make your game a lot better in terms of movement. And in my opinion, movement is the #1 most important thing to learn in Apex Legends. So we're going to go over some of these movement things, and as we go over them, I'm going to talk through them to you and explain to you kind of how they go. But before we get into all that, what we're going to do first is go over the top three, well, not the top three movement focus legends in the game, so you guys kind of know who to play if you are trying to focus more on movement or solo play or whatever. These legends are the best for being aggressive. They can get out of situations quickly or more effectively than someone like Gibraltar, Lifeline, things like that, because they have certain things in their kit. And we're going to start with Wraith. A lot of people would consider this person the #1 movement legend because of her invisibility and her portal. Her portal makes her go faster. Used to, you could combo the portal with the invisibility to go faster, but that got nerfed. But her invisibility does not make you faster, but it does help a lot in situations that are like, oh fuck. Let's say you walk into a building and you think there's only one person in there, but there's actually three. You just invisible and run away. And hopefully by the time you're gone, your team's with you and you guys can handle the business. But #2 is going to be Pathfinder. And you're going to see a good Pathfinder trick in this video that is really easy that I do not see people use enough. And once we get there, you'll know what it is because it's the only Pathfinder trick. But it's a trick that kind of applies to Octane as well, and Octane is going to be our #3 legend for this topic. Octane is not the best at by any means, but his speed and his no 5% more damage, his little bitty hitbox, things like that, make him a good choice if you want to play kind of aggro. So our first tip is going to be sliding and jumping to go further. So as you can see here, I'm trying to run and jump with my weapon out and I can't make the jump. With my melee out, I can make the jump, but I have to climb to get it. So whenever I slide and jump, I can easily clear this jump, and the slide jump slide is something you can do to move faster and be harder to hit, but slide jumping helps you go just a little bit further. Not a huge tip, but one that will definitely help in certain situations. Alright, so our next tip is a Pathfinder Exclusive, and it is so easy, but I never see it. So as you can see, I'm just using my grapple on the ground, and it's pointless. There's no reason to do this. But if I just hit jump, it suddenly becomes a way to rocket myself. So to do this, all you have to do is hit jump when your grapple connects to the ground, and the first few times you might mess up the timing, but even I still mess it up. And you can even use this on things that aren't the ground, like this sign, for example. It's not as dramatic, but as you can see, without the jump is the first clip that you saw, and I kind of climbed onto the sign. But what you're seeing right now is me do it and I clear over the sign. You can use this on rocks, you can use this on literally anything. It may not be as dramatic, but it will help more than you probably realize in certain situations on things that maybe are higher up. But I've used this trick on the ground to get out of some horrible spots, and I'm guaranteeing you this will save your life at least a few times. So this is one worth learning if you like playing Pathfinder. Alright, so our final trick is for the Octane, and this is similar to Pathfinder. I'm going to go over a few jump pad tricks to help you get more use out of the ult. So I've placed this jump pad on this back platform, and we're going to use the platforms to measure the distance that we are making while we jump. So this is normal running on the jump pad, doing nothing extra. You're just running on it and it's flying you in the air, okay? You don't go very far. So now we're going to slide right before we hit it, and we go a little bit further. But if you jump right as you hit the jump pad, okay, the first few times you do this, you're probably going to just jump over the jump pad. But once you get the timing, if you hit jump right as you hit the jump pad, you go extremely high and way further than you would normal. This is a good trick to get on buildings or to go over cliffs instead of climbing or ways that might take longer or even be dangerous, like going inside of the building and using the elevator zip line. that makes a ton of noise. You can just use the jump pad, get on the roof, and do whatever you need to do up there. So a lot of these tricks are extremely basic and extremely easy, but new players would never think to do some of this stuff. And that's what this series is for, new players. I didn't go over any advanced tips like bee hopping or wall jumping or whatever. There's plenty of places that will teach you how to do that kind of stuff. But these are just some basic tips that maybe even some intermediate players didn't know about, because a lot of these I don't ever see, like the Pathfinder one. And I'm pretty sure I found out the jump pad one. I may not have, but I've literally never seen it or heard it anywhere, so I'm going to say that I did. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next tip series.